Hello, Tony Virtue speaking here, and great pleasure to have my business partner Haydn Dale with me today, and just wanted to talk through some of the issues we're seeing at the moment with borrowing money in Australia. We've had a few phone calls, a few concerns. So Haydn, just first of all, you might just tell us a little bit about your own background in banking, etc.
Okay, well, as you know, I've spent about 15 years in banking before joining up with you about just over 10 years ago and doing the mortgages probably for about 12 years now.
So you're dealing with this every day, and I know you've got a couple of very hard-working ladies working with you there, and you're dealing with all of the major banks. What changes are you seeing in the market at the moment?
I think mainly around this income is probably where we're seeing most of the changes. Because of the regulator, they want to drill down a bit more into living expenses and also principal repayment as well. So especially for owner-occupied property, they would like to see principal and interest repayments from day one. So I think those are the two changes we see mostly coming through, and that's across all the banks. If it's their owner-occupied property, they're expecting them to commence repayments straight away. If it's investment, they're still happy for 5-year interest-only periods and then into principal repayments. And it does come down to the age of the borrower as well.
I mean, I can understand doing a bit of work on people's expenses. Obviously, on financial planning, we do that as a base case, so that doesn't surprise me. And obviously, you're dealing with all the banks on a daily basis. How do you see interest rates at the moment?
They are discounting to get especially the business they want, which is the owner-occupier loans and on principal and interest repayments. So we're seeing them around about the 3.6 to 3.8%, depending on the loan amount. And on investment loans, they're also starting to discount more. They'd gone up probably 12 months ago, but they're now starting to come back towards the low 4%. And we're even seeing some at around about 3.99 rates being offered as specials.
So some cheap money still out there?
Yeah, I think the banks definitely have got the money and they definitely want to lend. I think they're just having to adjust to the new requirements of the regulator in terms of the income required to meet the servicing of the loans. So I think it's not a change in the banks wanting to lend, it's more just regulation changes.
Which in the long term should mean that the right people are borrowing the right money at the right time, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Now, if anyone wants to get in touch with you, how should they go about that?
Well, they can come to the website or call the office or get my email address from the website and send me an email. So happy to hear from them.
I'm sure that'll be on the screen now. So thanks, Haydn, and here's to another successful year ahead.
Thanks, Tony.